Hi friends, this lesson is for Module 4, Lesson 17. It's not often that we get to practice the same skill 2 days in a row, but today we get to. It's just going to be a little bit different from yesterday's video. Watch, let me show you. I went to the store and I bought 19 of these dolls. Aren't they so cute? I love them. Then I got home and my mom had already gotten me 2. I was so excited. So I need to add those 2 to the 19 that I bought. Friend, where do you think I'm going to add in that 2? Am I going to add it to the group of 10s or the group of 1s that are hiding inside of that 19? Yeah, I agree. I'm gonna have to add it to the 1s. Because remember, our learning goal from yesterday and then also from today says I can add 1s and 1s and 10s and 10s. So I'm going to add the 1s together and then I'm going to add all the 10s that I have together. All right, so if I have 19 and I'm going to add in 2. I'm going to go ahead and break apart that 19 to show the 10s and the 1s. I know there's a 10 in there and a 9. I'm going to add the 2 to the 9 because those are already 1s. I'm going to slide them over. There's 1 and there's 2. Now it looks like I just made the 10 and then I have 1 more, so that's 11. So my number sentence is 9 plus 2 equals 11. Now, this is the part that's different from yesterday. Because when I added my 1s together today, I made a 10. Oh, so now when I add my 10s together, I need to use the 10 that I just made as well. So now I'm going to say 10 plus 11 equals 21. I know that because I have 2 groups of 10s now. 10, 20, and then I have 1, 21. All right. Today's going to be really important to make those good pictures to go along to match your thinking. Otherwise, you might get a little confused because we're making a 10. Now, if you'll notice, when I made that 10, I already had a circle around it to show that I was going to need 1 more. But that's something you could add in if you would like to show that you made a 10. You don't have to. Let's try it again. If I have 26 cute little dolls, and then I'm going to add in 10, I know our learning goal says that I'm going to add the 1s and then add the 10s. So the first thing I'm going to do, I'm going to break apart those 1s and 10s. There's that 10 I'm adding in. So in 26, there's 2 10s, so that's 20, and then there's 6 1s. Okay, the first thing I'm going to do is add together the 1s. So I'm going to, wait a minute. Do you see any more 1s besides just the 6? No, I don't either. Oh goodness, what am I going to do here? It said I need to add the 1s and 1s, and I need to add the 10s and 10s. Oh, I have a good idea. Let's start by adding the 10s, because I don't really have any 1s I need to add together just yet. All right, so let's start with adding the 10s and the 10s. So I'm going to say 20 plus 10. Yeah, 20 plus 10, and that will equal 30. If I'm not sure, I can count up 20, 30, or I can just count all the 10s. 10, 20, 30. All right. Now, since I added my 10s and 10s, I need to go back and add in those 1s. So I would say 30 plus 6 equals 36. So when I have 26 plus 10, that's really 36. Do you see how I'm still adding the 1s and the 1s and the 10s and the 10s before I put them together? But sometimes today, I'm going to have to really work on flipping that around and doing the 10s first. It just depends on what numbers are in my number sentence. Let's try another one. If I have 35 and I add in 3, friend, where am I going to add in that 3? Am I going to add it to the 10s or to the 1s? Yeah, you're right. I'm going to add it to the 1s. So I'm going to break apart 35 to show the 10s and the 1s so I can see what I need to add to the 3. Let's see, there are 3 10s in 35, so that's 30. And then the other part would be the 1s, which is 5. Now, I'm going to join in the 3 to the 5, so I'm going to write my good number sentence. 5 plus 3 equals 8. Now, I've added my 1s, so I need to add you're right, my 10s. 30 plus 8 equals 38. So 35 plus 3 must equal 38. Okay, friend, it's your turn. Can you get your dry erase board or your math journal? Because I'm going to have you do some work. Press play when you're ready. Okay, do you have all your good stuff with you? All right, it's your turn, friend. Now I have the number 17 and I have a good picture. Can you go ahead and start by writing 17 and then a good picture? You're going to need to leave space over on the side under the 17 because we're going to write some number sentences. Okay, ready? All right, now I have 17 and I'm going to add in 20. What? I want you to go ahead and show me what number bond you're going to make out of one of those numbers. Which ones are going to make a number bond so you can take out the tens and the ones? All right, did you figure it out? Okay. Now, since I'm adding 20, I'm going to go ahead and add 20 to my picture. You can go ahead and do that too. All right. Now, like I said, we need to make a number bond out of one of the numbers. Did you do this? Oh, taking out a 10 and a 7? You did? What a nice job. So proud of you. Okay, now I can add together the ones. Can you go ahead and write a number sentence? Oh, wait, I'm tricking you. There are no ones to add together. So if we don't have any ones we need to add together yet, what are we going to start with? Oh, that's right, the tens. Good job. Can you write a number sentence showing adding the tens? Press play to check yourself, see if you did a nice job. Okay, so I'm adding together the tens first. So I'm going to say I have 10 from 17 plus 20. So 10 plus 20 equals 30. Now I just get to add in my ones. Can you go ahead and add in your ones and then press play when you're ready to check yourself? Okay, so I'm adding in my ones. So I have 30 plus 7 equals 37. Boom. Is that what you got? Friend, you're so good. Awesome job. All right, let's try another one. This time, I'm going to do the exact same thing, but I'm going to use my pictures and I'm going to pretend that it's dimes and pennies. So, you know, when you draw a dime, you do the circle with a 10 in it, and the pennies, you do a circle with a 1 in it. So instead of doing the 10 towers and the ones, I'm just using dimes and pennies. You can do it either way. All right? So draw 13 as a picture, either as dimes and pennies or as the 10 tower and the 3 ones. And then we're going to add in 7. Now, when we add in 7, be careful, because if you did dimes and pennies, make sure your picture matches with the right place value. Is it a dime if you're adding in 7, or are they pennies? All right, I want you to go ahead and solve that whole problem, and then press play to check yourself. Okay, here we go. So, I did plus 7, so of course I need to draw in those 7 pennies. Now, I'm going to add together my ones, and then I'll add together my tens. To do that, I need to take a 10 out of 13 and the 3, because that's the 10 part and the ones part. Now, my number sentence would be 3 plus 7 equals 10. And then, hey, look at that. I made another 10. So I'm going to say, now I'm going to add my tens. 10 plus 10 equals 20. So 13 plus 7 must equal 20. Is that what you did? Boom, you are on fire. Did you do the dimes and pennies or did you do the 10 towers and the ones? Yeah, you literally could do either one. I was just trying to spice it up a little bit. All right, our learning goal for today says I can add ones and ones and tens and tens. And friend, that is exactly what we just did. And again, this is just more practice of what we did yesterday. The numbers are getting a little larger, so we might make some tens today. And sometimes you might need to add the tens first. All right, so it's your turn. This is what you're going to seesaw to your teacher. You're going to do 2 problems. You're going to do 34 plus 10. And I put that number bond there to help you because I want you to draw it all out to show me how you would add the ones and ones together and the tens and tens. And then I want you to do 22 plus 8 and do the exact same thing. I want to see all the steps for both of them. So make sure you do a really good job. All right. Good luck, friends.